Okay. Hi, you guys. So a few of you have asked about primary series full, but there are questions. So we're going to do full primary, and usually it's about 90 minutes. We might do it in like 100 minutes. We'll see. I won't explain too much, but enough to kind of give you a grasp. And I know that my little room, as you see, is not a professional studio. So those of you who are doing this video, it's just because you're used to me, you're used to my nasally little voice and my bad jokes. So whatever it takes to get you motivated to do your primary series. So if you know the invocation, just go stand at the top of your mat. And if you don't, just take a look-see at your screen and I will put it up here. Hopefully the lighting will work out. And then you can sing along or just kind of read along. We'll start with an Om and we'll end with an Om. Om. Vande Gurunam Charanaravinda Sandrashita Swatma Sukha Vabodhe Nishreyaste Jangale Kayamane Samsara Hala Hala Moha Shantiye Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakrasi Darinam Sahasra Shirsam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim. Oh. Gently open your eyes, lower your arms to your sides. We'll start with an inhale, reach up, look up at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Step or jump, Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Stay here for 5 breaths. That's 1. This is Surya Namaskar A. 2, and in the Ashtanga series, we repeat it 5 times at the beginning of the class. 3, 4, and that repetition is just going to help you settle into the breath. 5, after your exhale, step or jump, feet to hands, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Samasthiti, exhale. Inhale, reach up, look up. Fold, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. To Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. 1. 2. So everything in primary series is a sequential flow. That's 4. But if there's anything you need to skip, just hang out in either downward dog or on your butt. And 5, after your exhale, jump forward. Inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Samasthiti, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold, palms flat if you can. Inhale, chest forward. Step or jump, exhale. Inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Hollow the belly, 1. Press the heels down, 2. 3. 4, keep pushing into your fingertips and that inner edge of your hand. And 5. After the exhale, pull yourself forward. Inhale at the top of the mat. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Samasthiti, exhale. We have 2 more like that. Inhale, reach up. Fold, exhale, head towards shins. Inhale, halfway. Step or jump. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 1. One of the things I love about Ashtanga is that we don't have to think about what's coming next or what we feel like doing. We just start and we let each thing come at its proper time. We'll call that 4. Keep the arms straight, palms flat. 5, jump forward. Inhale there. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Samasthiti, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Fold, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Step or jump back, exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 1. If you have any wrist issues, come to the forearms. 2. 3. If you have any back issues, you could stare at your belly button. That might help your Uddiyana Bandha. Might help kind of support the back with the abdominal contraction. And after your exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale at the top. Belly in, fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Arms by the sides, exhale. Surya Namaskar B. Bend the knees. Inhale, reach up. Fold as you exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Step or jump, Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Right foot forward, reach up, warrior 1, inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, Chaturanga. Inhale, drag yourself forward. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward, warrior 1, inhale. Hands to the floor, Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. So you've probably noticed how fast that moves. Still, each breath is paired with a movement. The slower you breathe, the slower you can move. You can always pause a recording and go at your own pace, ignore me. Once you get used to your practice, you just do this alone anyway. After your exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale to straight legs. Fold, exhale. Bend the knees, inhale. Reach up. Samasthiti, exhale. And again, Surya Namaskar B, inhale. Utkatasana. Fold, Uttanasana, exhale. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Step or jump, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, use your toes. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down, step back, and bend the elbows. It's all in one exhale. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, press back. Left foot forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the floor, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe. 1, 2, It doesn't matter quite how far forward you jump your feet. Just make sure you keep your palms flat. 5. Jump forward. Inhale to straight legs. Fold, exhale. Bend into the knees. Inhale. Straighten the legs. Exhale. And again, bend the knees. Inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway up. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing. Inhale. Downward facing. Exhale. Right foot forward. Anchor that back foot so that you can reach up and stay balanced. Do Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing. Inhale. Downward facing. Exhale. Left foot forward. Inhale to reach up. Exhale. Chaturanga. Both legs straight. Inhale. Still legs straight. Exhale. Downward dog. Legs straight unless your back hurts and you need to take some modifications. Or you have some other injury. So there is this Ashtanga outline for us, this whole series. But there are some days or some years that you'll do things in your own style to suit you. So everything I say is just a suggestion. After your exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale at the top. Fold, exhale. Bend into the knees. Inhale, reach up. Samasthiti, exhale. We're just going to do one more Surya Namaskar breathe. Inhale. Fold, exhale. You'll find that you do different numbers of these depending on the season. Inhale. And Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one, reach up, inhale. And hands to the floor, Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, butt up and back. Left foot forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, chest up, shoulders back and down. Exhale, hips up and back. 1. I find that this series really gets you strong in the core. Especially when you're really thinking about belly in for all that jumping forward that you do. When we come to sitting poses, you'll be jumping your butt between your hands. It's all that belly button to spine kind of feeling. Okay, after your exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale at the top, fold, exhale. Bend into the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Samasthiti, straight legs. Separate the feet about hips width, hands to the hips, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Padangustasana, reach for the big toes, inhale. Belly in, fold, exhale. 1. Legs as straight as you can. 2. 3. Belly not resting on legs. 4. And 5. Next inhale, straighten the arms. Slide the hands under the feet, exhale. Inhale there, chest forward. Exhale, fold Parahastasana. 1. 2. If you can't get your hands there with your legs straight, just bend your knees. Make sure your toes are by your inner wrists. Really nice for your wrist after all those chaturangas you did. And 5. We'll straighten the arms. Inhale. Hands to the hips. Exhale. And rise up. Inhale. Feet together. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Pivot on the feet. Triangle pose. Arms out. Reach out. Inhale. And hand comes down. Exhale. Left arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4. If your hamstrings are tight, just have your right hand higher on your leg. And 5. Belly in, use your core to inhale up, pivot on the feet, reach out, exhale, down. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just looking at your right thumb, unless that hurts your neck. And 5. Inhale yourself up, pivot on the legs, or reach a Trikonasana, left arm up, inhale, reach out and down, left hand down, and we twist. Right arm up. 1, 2. Press that left hand into something. 3, 4, and 5. Unravel. Rise up, pivot on the feet so you face the front edge of the mat. Arm up, inhale and out. And right hand down, left hand to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let each breath deepen your pose in some way. And 5. Slowly unravel. Rise up, face the long edge of the mat. Inhale. Feet to the top of the mat. Exhale. Right foot steps back. Longer stance this time for warrior 2 positioning. Parshvakonasana. Right hand to the pinky toe side of the foot. Left arm over the ear. 1. When we're doing second series, we might take some bind variations here because of Pashasana. But you don't really need that here. So maybe stick with the traditional arms, which is this left arm over the ear, looking at that hand. But by all means, do whatever. One more breath. We'll inhale ourselves up, straighten the leg, pivot around, bend the left leg, place that hand, pinky toe side, right arm sweeps out over the ear. 1. We're trying to get a straight line from back foot to top hand. 2. Unless you have a mirror or a teacher in your room, you might not know what's happening there. In quarantine, we haven't really had a teacher in our room in a long time. Belly in, and 5. Inhale your way up, pivot around, face that back edge of your mat, Parita, Parshvakonasana, bend into that right leg, hook your left arm, left hand to the floor. I like to do that with the back heel up, then put the back heel down, right arm over the ear. 1. You could also do a prayer position. 2. Or you could have your back heel lifted. 3, 4, and 5. Unwind, rise up, pivot around, bend into the left leg. We want to get as high up on that right arm as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly unravel, face the long edge of the mat, inhale, and jump or step forward, exhale. Right foot steps back, hands to the hips, toes will face the long edge of the mat, inhale. Prasara to A, hands between the feet, exhale. Inhale there, straight arms. Head down, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Straight arms, inhale. Hands to hips, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Stay there, exhale. Reach out, inhale. Hands to hips, exhale. Squeeze your elbows together, inhale. And fold forward, exhale. We'll keep the hands on the hips, and we'll try to get the head to the same spot that it was in our previous pose. So you have to work your legs a little more. You have to lean a little bit into the ball of the foot, away from the heel. One more breath here. Belly in so that you can safely rise up, inhale. Stay there, exhale. Reach out, inhale. Interlace fingers behind the back, exhale. Chest up, inhale. And fold forward. This is Prasarita Padottanasana C. Head is in the same spot it was in your previous pose. Some of you pinky fingers will touch down. You can do palms together or separate your palms. Have that bend in the wrists. That's 4. And 5. Inhale your way up, keep reaching those knuckles away from you. And hands to the hips, exhale. Chest up, inhale. Fold forward, hands to the big toes, exhale. Chest up, inhale, arms straight. D position, bend the elbows, and bring your head to that same spot. Practice getting your shoulders to defy gravity here. Shoulder blades toward your butt, away from the floor. Quads strong so that you can stretch the hamstrings safely. Next, inhale, straighten the arms, place the hands. We're going to do what Tim does, walk the feet apart, Samokhanasana. This is not in the traditional primary, but it is in Tim's primary. So Samokhanasana, your legs are in a straight line, like a big open side split. Mine are not, but maybe yours are. You can lower to your butt or stay lifted. And we'll pivot over to the right leg, Hanumanasana. Square your hips to the back edge of the mat. Left toes tucked or untucked. Keep bringing your left hip forward and your right hip back. Okay, through Samokhanasana again. Maybe they go a little further apart this time. And when you're ready, take it over to the left, Hanumanasana. Whatever that looks like for you. A lot of primary series is dealing with your hamstrings. I find that this pose helps a lot in everything, really. In what's to come. Especially balancing for me. Let's walk the hands over to the right. Samokhanasana, last time. You can have your butt down or up, but momentarily we will be lifting our butt, so make sure that you're bringing the energy up from the pelvic floor. Place the hands, lean your shoulders forward of your fingers, lift your butt and walk your feet in to a nice Prasarita stance from whence they came. Hands to your hips, inhale up, and come to the top of your mat. So it's just a little detour. Take reverse prayer behind the back. Inhale, chest up. Step the right foot back, maybe 2 feet. Inhale, chest up. Fold, exhale. Back foot is about 45 degrees. Front foot is just facing straight front. Elbows are moving toward each other. If reverse prayer is not working for you, just take opposite elbows. and 5. Next, inhale, rise up, pivot around, exhale, chest up, inhale, and fold, exhale. Reaching the chest out and then down. Like your armpits are moving far from your hips. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale to rise. I like to face the long edge just because my hip always cracks. You don't have to. We'll come to the top of the mat. Reach the right arm out. Left hand to the hip. Lift the right leg. Take hold of your big toe. Lift the right leg to a comfortable place. And if you feel like it, bend forward, head towards shin. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale your head up. Exhale your right leg to the right. Gaze to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg to center again. Lift it a little bit higher, bend the elbow, head to shin. And let the arms straighten, point the toes, 2 hands to 2 hips. Elbows squeeze in. That's 3, 4, and 5. Other side, left arm comes out. Lift the leg. If you have any back issues, just bend the knee and then extend the leg. Belly in and fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale your way up. Leg out to the side. Exhale. Gaze opposite if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Leg to the center again. Lift the leg a bit, head down. Then lift the head, hands to the hips. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right leg, either. This would be kind of a prep, ankle to thigh. Those of you that can, full primary, half lotus. Wrap the right arm behind. Inhale, fold, exhale. Left hand is just outside that left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up just halfway. Inhale. Stay there for the exhale. Then the rest of the way up, inhale. Woo, I started tipping over. Release that foot. Other side. So this would be the prep. Getting your left hip used to the idea of half lotus. When you can, half lotus, wrap behind the back. Inhale. A lot of dancing on my mat today. Fold, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Halfway up for the inhale. Stay there, exhale. This is so you don't get dizzy. Inhale your way up and release that foot. Woo! Kind of fun to lose balance sometimes. Inhale, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Step or jump, Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Jump the feet forward, Utkatasana. Feet together, knees together. Hands together if you can. If that's too much for your shoulders, just have your hands shoulder width, not a big deal. Draw your sitting bones toward one another so that you don't overdo this back bend. And another little Tim addition, hands down, Bakasana, knees to upper arms. This counterbalances your back bend. Counter pose, jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, and exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, we'll take 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For your inhale, straighten your right leg, pivot on the feet. Exhale, bend the left. 1, 2, keep trying to bring the right ribs forward. 3, 4, and 5. Warrior 2, open up the legs. You might need to change your stance, get that front heel to bisect your back arch. Drop your tailbone down, pivot bone up. Those of us with back issues, let's use this pose to work it out a little bit. Press reset on that low back. Next inhale, straighten the left leg, pivot. Bend the right knee. We'll take a slightly different exit from here than would be traditional. Another little Tim addition, hands down. Right foot slides back, Ekapada Bakasana. Shin to arm. Lean forward. Lift the left leg up. From there, jump it back. Chaturanga. So that was just one side. Now just bring the left foot forward. Find that shin bone on that upper arm. Lean. Lift. And when you feel ready, vinyasa. Feel free to pause the video. Do that a few times. That was Ekapada Bakasana. Just to get your core working. Okay, jump through to sitting. Extend the legs out. Wipe the sweat. Whew. Tadasana. Hands by the hips. 1. Chest up. 2. Shoulders back and down. 3. Feet flexed. 4. Calf muscles press into the floor. 5. Reach for your big toes. Paschimottanasana A, inhale. And fold, exhale. 1. 2. 3. Try not to relax too much. 4, I know it's tempting because we just kind of put ourselves through the grinder with all those standing poses. 5, inhale, straight arms, then reach to the edges of your feet. Inhale, and exhale to fold. So we're pulling the pinky edges back, and we're pushing the ball of the foot forward. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale yourself up, cross the shins or ankles, pick it up, jump it back, exhale. Inhale, upward facing, exhale, downward facing. Jump through, have a seat. Our favorite, Purvottanasana. Oh Lordy. Okay, glue your legs together, hands back about 12 inches behind your hips. Chest up, arms straight. Push into the heels. Hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Have a seat. Cross your shins somehow. Hands down, vinyasa. You can always skip vinyasas and just stay on your butt. From down dog, jump through to sitting. Right leg, half lotus. Right hand behind the back. Inhale, reach for your left foot. Exhale to fold. Ardha Baddha Padma, Paschimottanasana. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale yourself up, under your legs, vinyasa. Remember that you have 2 sides of everything. So you could also do something like vinyasa between poses and not necessarily between sides. Left leg, half lotus. Left arm behind the back. Inhale. Fold, exhale. So traditionally in the series, we go until we can't go anymore. Then we do the finishing poses, which would mean you fast forward on the video till like 15 minutes before the end. And then you take Shavasana. You do that until the poses become more accessible. Let's rise up, inhale. Let that go, exhale. Pick up your butt, slide your feet through, Chaturanga. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Jump through, have a seat. Hold the right leg back. Feel free to sit on a block. Inhale. Reach for your foot. Exhale. Kriya Mukha Kapala, Paschimottanasana. That's 2. Shoulders away from the ears. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up. Let go of that right leg. Cross the shins. Pick up your butt. Slide your feet through and jump back. Inhale. And exhale. Other side. Jump through. Left leg folds back. That arch is just cradling your hip. Inhale. And fold forward. Exhale. So if you're feeling at all overwhelmed by the series because it's new to you, I recommend skipping vinyasas and trying it like at least 3 or 4 times a week. It will very quickly become familiar. Then you'll know more of how to manage your energy. Next, inhale, lift the chest. Release that left leg, cross the shins, pick it up. Inhale. Slide your feet through, jump back. Vinyasa. At your pace. Jump through, have a seat. Right leg comes to 90 degrees from the left. Sole of foot on left thigh. Janushasana A. Hands to foot, inhale. Twist and fold, exhale. 1, you could take hold of a wrist under your foot. 2, keep reaching that right armpit toward your left foot. That's 4 and 5. Inhale yourself up, release that, pick it up, and jump back. Woo! From down dog, practice jumping through where you can straighten your leg and then lower down. Janu A, other side, sole of left foot to right thigh. Inhale. Fold, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift the head, release the grip, cross the shins, lift your butt, lean your shoulders forward so that you can sneak your feet through, and jump back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Jump through to sitting. Savasana B. So it starts like A, with toes of that right foot are facing front. Just lift up your butt, slide forward a few inches, bring the knee in just about 5 degrees, then refold over the leg. 1. So your heel is basically right at the perineum. 2. 3. If this hurts your ankle in any way, repeat what we did before. And 5. Lift the head and chest. Lower your butt back to the ground so you can cross your shins. Pick up your butt. Slide your feet through. Vinyasa. Jump through to sitting. Left leg. Sole of foot toward right thigh. And you're just going to lift yourself up a few inches. Slide forward. Inhale. A little twist as you fold. Exhale. 1. Belly in. 2. 3. 4. Keep engaging your right quads. And 5. Rise up. Let that go. Lean back enough to get your feet up. Then lean forward enough to get your butt up. Vinyasa. It's easier for me to just say vinyasa because I'm out of breath. Jump through. Have a seat. Janu C. Everyone loves this one. So you're going to hold the edge of your ankle, or edge of foot, not ankle. Outer edge. Pull that foot back. You're going to get your toes to face a bit of a diagonal, and the knee will follow the toes. So the foot, if I take all my limbs away, the foot is up with the heel over the ball of the foot. It's kind of gnarly for a while, so maybe repeat one of the other ones. I'll call that 3 because I was talking a whole lot. 4. And 5. Inhale yourself up. Let that go. Cross the shins. Okay, jump through to sitting. We have side 2. So that left leg, it's almost like you're thinking of a happy baby first, and you start to bring the ball of the foot down, heel above ball of foot, and then I sort of adjust the limbs around that. And we'll fold over that right leg. 1. So your heel is kind of digging in your belly. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Lift the head and chest. Cross the shins. Pick it up. Jump back. From downward dog, we'll come through to sitting. So we did the 3 of the Janu. Now we'll do the 4 poses of the Marichyasana. So right foot, back by the sitting bone, right arm forward and around. Marichyasana A. 1. So your right hand is holding your left wrist. 2. And your right armpit is sort of low on the shin bone, as low as you can get. 4. And 5. Unravel yourself. Either stay sitting or vinyasa. You see why primary is so tiring. Okay, Marichyasana A, side 2. Left foot heels all the way by your butt. Reach forward, wrap. One. Two. 3. 4. And 5. Slowly let that go. Rise up, vinyasa. Come through to sitting, B position. If you have any issues with half lotus, you're just going to put your left foot behind your right heel. Otherwise, left leg to half lotus, right knee up. And then it's the same as your A position. Reach forward and around. Get your armpit as low as you can on that right shin. Call that 3, 4, and 5. Unbind yourself, rise up, unlotus yourself, pick it up, and vinyasa. Jump through, have a seat. So that left leg is going to be the same spot it was, regardless. You're either just sliding the right foot in or half lotus. There should be no knee pain. Reach forward and around. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll slowly rise up. Let that go. Vinyasa. Lift. Slide the feet through. Okay, we have 2 more of the Marichyasana for primary series. Jump through, have a seat. C position. Wipe the sweat. Oh God. Okay, right foot comes in close to your butt. Hook your left arm. When you're ready, the thumb guides your elbow to bend in front of the shin. Right hand lifts, and you hold that right wrist with your left hand. Look back over that right shoulder. We spent like 45 minutes of a Sunday class working this pose. Okay, slowly let that go. Vinyasa. So if you ever feel like there's a pose that you're kind of stuck on, just ask your teacher to address it in an improv class, and you'll start to work through it. Jump through to sit. Other side. Left leg bends. Marichyasana C. Right shoulder is by left knee. Wrap around. However you need to modify it, do that. You might skip the bind and just hug your knee to your shoulder. We're soon getting to the pose that has many people stop and take the finishing sequence and then Shavasana and be done for the day. At any point you can have that stoppage. Let's slowly get out of there. And vinyasa. Okay, Marchasana D, jump through to sit. Either the same little game you did before, left foot behind heel, or left leg, half lotus. Right knee up. Hug your knee to the left shoulder. Bind around the right leg. There's a lot of wiggling that we do to get into this pose. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly unwrap. Vinyasa. So try not to hold your breath just because you're in a really deep twist. We have to be very diligent about that. Come through to sitting. Second side, right leg, half lotus. Left knee up toward the ceiling. Hug your knee to your right shoulder. Hook. And bind when you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly unravel yourself. Undo your legs. Vinyasa. And we'll jump through to sitting. Halasana. Everybody's favorite. Legs up. Frame your legs. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just cross the shins. Lean forward, lift your butt. Lower your butt down again. Lift the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either repeat that or find yourself a wall, or I don't have a wall, so I'm just going to spin this way. Handstand. If I fall, I know I have space. So just make sure you have something. It's just a nice little way to break it up a bit. And let's have a seat again. Halasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross the shins. Lift your butt. Either practice doing that or maybe play around a little bit. We've done a lot of dedicated work till now. And we'll try to have a seat for another round. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Either handstand or pick it up. Those of you that are choosing pick it up but having a little trouble, you might even just want to hold your ankles for a little while and practice bringing your shoulders and knees toward each other, and then keeping that little cinch. Come on down if you found your handstand. Last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Either pick it up or handstand. This time the handstand will take you through a vinyasa. If I can get up, I'll do it. Nah, not happening today. Vinyasa anyway. just to keep the pace. Okay, Tadasana. We're going to jump our feet to the front of the hands. Have a seat on the upper arms. Cross your ankles. Point your toes. Chin to the floor. Elbows back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woo! Not like that. Tadasana exit. Talking in that pose is really fun though. So as you come out, you're going to lift your chin, reach your chest forward, reach your feet forward, and then bend your knees. So you can jump it back. Halasana. Again, jump your feet in front of your hands. This time have a seat. And you'll start to slide your feet forward, kind of at the edge of your mat. Your hands will go back at a diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slide the heels in. Some people cross their ankles from here. If you know for sure you don't want your feet behind your head, bring the soles of your feet together, head to feet, and make it like a long Baddha. Otherwise, left foot behind your neck. Right foot will then follow suit. Head to the floor. Wrap arms behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Unravel the hands. Sit up. Lift your butt. You can take your Tadasana legs again. Bakasana. Jump back. Jump through, have a seat on your butt. We're going to bring either Lotus and then slide your arms through. I need to cheat. Get the right arm through first, then hook the Lotus, then bring the left leg inside of that right arm. So the toes snuck through the armpit. Then the left arm comes through. You might be saying, but there's no space. It's true. There's basically no space. So you just kind of work on it as best you can. 1, 2. You can also just hug around the outside of your legs. 3, 4, 5. Hands toward head. We're going to rock and roll in a circle. So you'll go exhaling back, inhaling up. And you'll go kind of back on the left side of your spine, up on the right side. And that's how you come around in a circle. Then up to sitting. I like to take a few inches of the arm out of the legs for Tadasana. We rock forward and lift the butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let your butt come down. Get your arms out of there. Your forearms will be very pleased that you are not there anymore. And you can rock forward onto your knees however you want. Vinyasa. You get a reward for those 3 poses. Those are like the hardest 3. Let's jump through to our butts. The reward is Baddha. Soles of the feet together. Inhale. Chest to feet. Exhale. 1, I'm gonna make my little sweat towel serve me here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up. B position, chin to the chest. Round the back. Aim your head to your feet. 1, it's way more curled in. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale your way up, let it go, vinyasa. Okay, from downward dog, jump through to sitting. Legs out, Upavishta Konasana. So you'll know your place for your feet based on your arms. So grab the edges of your feet. Arms straight, legs straight, chest down. 1, 2, shoulders back. 3, 4, and 5. Start to rise up. Some people can keep this grip and bring the legs with them. I have no idea how they do that. You can look on YouTube for that. You'll see someone doing it. We're going to be here. Chin up, shoulders back and down. Push the feet out. 2 more breaths. And keep the chest lifted. Just release the legs and vinyasa. Okay, jump through, have a seat. If you have a bun or a ponytail, take it out for a moment. Make sure you have some space. I'm gonna start on the edge of my mat here so that I end up a little bit safer with the stuff around me. So negotiate yourself. We'll rock back. Take hold of your big toes, open up the legs. 1, sitting bones up. 2, so the weight is on your shoulders. 3, legs are strong. 4, the feet are pushing into the hands. We're going to use an inhale to balance on our butt. Inhale up. And if it didn't work out, just try it a few times. Land on your calf muscles. Chest down, and then release. Vinyasa. So the first 100 times you try that, your heels are going to clunk into the floor. The key is really to pull up with your arms. Jump through, have a seat. And there's plenty of times you're practicing that action throughout the series. You just have to get used to it. So we'll lay back, lift the right leg, hold the big toe. Inhale, left hand to the hip. Exhale, head to shin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Head and shoulders down, leg out to the side. 1, try not to fall over. 2, when I'm in the room with the teacher, they often will push that right foot all the way down. 3, without that assist, it's not all the way down. Yours might be, but it also might not be. Okay, inhale yourself up, or the leg up, I should say. Exhale, shin to head, and release that down. Squeeze the legs together, point the toes, and other side. Left leg up, yogi toe lock grip. When you're ready, little sit up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release head and shoulders, leg out to the side. Gaze opposite your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale your leg to center. Exhale a little sit up. Release that leg down. Okay, so the exit is actually a backward somersault type of thing. Feel free to just sit up and vinyasa normal. Otherwise, scoot yourself forward on your mat so that your butt is actually maybe a little bit too far forward. We're going to roll back into Halasana. From there, place your hands by your shoulders. This is just a nice way to figure out your backward somersault, your Chaturanga. So with your Halasana, you're going to reach your feet back as you push into your hand. You wind up in Chaturanga, you look forward. And then you just continue the vinyasa from there. Okay, jump through, have a seat. We'll lay back. Make sure you have room around you. Reach for your big toes. Next inhale, rock up to your butt. Push the balls of your feet into your hands. That thing that we did earlier where you might have clunked your heels, it's this pushing that's going to help retrain your feet and your arms, all of that. Let that go, vinyasa. Come through to sitting. If you have any back issues, as you do this, maybe bend your knees into the chest. Life will be easier. Roll back, take the outer edges of the feet. Inhale to come to your butt. I didn't make it, so I'm going to try it again. There we go. Woo. We'll pull the shins in toward the face. Okay, straighten the arms, cross the shins, lift up your butt, slide through, vinyasa. Come through, have a seat. Satan's pose, Tadasana. So we'll have the edges of the feet on the floor, Charlie Chaplin style. The real pose is crossing the arms. I don't do that because of the neck. So I'm going to hold the edge of the mat. This kind of helps keep some of the strength distributed. So prop yourself onto the top of your head. And when you're ready, straighten the legs, roll toward the forehead. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come on back. Release your head and neck. And then again for that Chaturanga, one of the common errors is people don't give themselves space by the wall, so you end up in a little ball. So take the time now to scoot forward because you want to be able to explode your legs back into Chaturanga. So start with your butt off your mat. Roll back, place your hands, and your hands press hard into the floor. So you wind up right in your Chaturanga. Inhale and exhale. Come through, have a seat. Lay back. Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Lift the hips. Interlace the fingers underneath you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly come on down. So if you know that you're going to repeat that, keep your bun or ponytail out of your head. I'm going to go to Urdhva Dhanurasana. So rebun your hair. Okay, Urdhva Dhanurasana, hands by the shoulders. Inhale up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come on down. Rest for 1 breath. We're going to lift up again. Inhale. We're going to do this a total of 5. This is the 3rd breath. 4. And 5. So that was the 2nd round of Urdhva Dhanurasana. We have 3 more rounds. If you're a backbendy person, try dropping back. Lift up, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come on down. Rest for a breath. See how every breath is sort of accounted for, or every minute that we're on the mat? Lift up again. 1. We don't necessarily want to do these Urdhva Dhanurasanas. 3. But when we practice long enough, 4, we know that it feels good to exist in a healthy body. And 5, come on down. We need to manage our energy in this way. You'll notice when you don't practice, you're grumpy, you feel tight, irritable, your roommates are not happy with you. Last, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Inhale. 1, 2. If you have any wrist issues, come to the crown of your head. Do this version instead. I should have said that 5 versions ago. Re-straighten the arms if you're on the forearms, and let's come on down to the back. So those of you who are doing drop backs, you're theoretically standing up right now. You can just fold forward and gently bring your butt to the floor. Those of you that are on your back, just rock and roll, have a seat up on your butt, and we'll straighten out the legs for Paschimottanasana. 1, we're going to be here for 10 breaths. 2, I like to sometimes bring the fingers just to the sides of the belly button. 3, and press back. 4 just helps open the back a little bit. 5, 6, you could always do this with bent knees. 7, hopefully by the 10th breath, you are way more comfortable. 8, 9, and 10. We'll rise up, take your bun out again, or your ponytail, and scoot a little bit forward on your mat so you can lay back. Thanika Mudra. So we have our arms by our sides, legs straight, toes pointed, belly in. Hollow the belly. Jalandhara Bandha. When you're ready, lift the legs. Shoulder stand. If you're choosing not shoulder stand, you can just fast forward the video, or you can go legs up the wall, or you can go L shape just without the wall. If you are in shoulder stand, that means you can't see me because you're just looking at your toes. You don't want to move your head all around and look at your computer screen. Just look at your little toes. We'll keep the legs straight, but bring them overhead, Halasana. Eventually your toes will touch the floor. Then interlace your fingers, straighten your arms. Try to get that pinky edge of your hand to the floor. Keep breathing. If you've stopped breathing, you need to unwind your pose a little bit. Bend the knees toward your shoulders. Squeeze your knees to your ears.
When you're ready, lift your legs up to shoulder stand again. Those of you who have not done that, move into a happy baby situation. If you're upside down, take your lotus position. Right leg first, then left leg. Hold your knees. Push up to straight arms. Keep your lotus. Bring your knees toward your shoulders. Give yourself a hug around the legs. Belly in, you're very rounded. Palms flat. Roll down nice and slow. You'll wind up on your back. We'll keep that lotus shape that you have. Reach your hands for your feet. Prop yourself up on the elbows and the crown of the head. Chest up. So think about a little string on your chest, pulling the chest up. Unravel your legs, lift them to about 45-degree angle, arms out as well. Backward somersault. From here, release your head and shoulders down. Same thing you did before, legs come over. And think of the strength you had lifting up into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Use that to bring you to Chaturanga. And just continue your vinyasa cycle. I wound up off my mat, so then I just do a little elephant walk forward again. Okay, come down to hands and knees. I tuck the shirt in so that I don't flash you my belly. Not shoulder stand, sorry. Headstand. Baddha Shirsasana A. Measure out your elbows, interlace your fingers, head down. Knees up, legs up. 1, 2. We're aiming for 25. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We're going to make an L shape in a moment. 25. Start to bring your butt back to balance your legs out. Just look at your toes maybe, or keep looking wherever you were. We'll be here for 10. That's already 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your legs up. And just curl into a little ball for child's pose. Take your time and rest. Okay, rock forward, vinyasa. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Come through, have a seat. Lotus, or something resembling lotus. I'm gonna face away from you, because you've seen the lotus process a million times of getting into that. Now, how do you deal with the arms? So first, your feet are as close to your hip creases as you can. Twist to the left. Whip your left arm around your back. Find your toes. Get this arm as far over as you can. Once you're solid there, the opposite. Twist to the right. Whip the right arm around. Find your other toes. Inhale. And fold over center. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale up. You stay there. I'm just going to turn to face you. We'll take the first 2 fingers together, the other 3 fingers of each hand away, and the knuckles to the back of the knees. Chin down, chest up. Inhale for about 10 seconds. Exhale for about 10 seconds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel free to stay like this, just breathing in and out. Try to make your inhales equal to your exhales. Or hands under your thighs, utplutahi. Lean forward with your shoulders so you're curling, and then just straighten your arms, your butt comes off the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, let's go for 25. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I might not make it, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So either have a seat or vinyasa. You can vinyasa any way you like. And we'll all meet in Shavasana. If you have a towel, you can use your towel to cover your eyes. If you have any back issues, do this with your knees. It's wonderful. Feel free to turn this video off and sleep longer. But try not to go less than what we're doing. Take a few more breaths in your Shavasana. Visualize that your bones are getting a little heavier. You're testing the strength of the floor. The floor can hold you. Just give it that extra weight. And start to wiggle fingers and toes. Bend the knees in toward your chest. And roll to your right side. Eyes up. Keep the eyes closed. Just take a seat. Bring the hands together, thumbs between the eyebrows. Relax the muscles of your face and fold forward some amount. Namaste. Well, now I feel like a noodle. Maybe you do also. And my hair looks nuts. So if you're taking this video, most likely it means that I know you and that you have my phone number and you can text me. Any questions? Otherwise, a little comment. Bye, you guys.